Everyone, is Kanga here, and in this video I'll be covering all 47 rare quests in Fortnite, basically what they are, and just a simple explanation on what the easiest way to do this is going to be. The reason I'm making this video is because I've seen a fair few people in my comments asking about the rare quests and why sometimes I can't see some of them. Basically, for whatever reason, Epic made it really hard to see the quest this season, whereas last season you could just quite easily find the punch card section in the lobby. Now, for some reason, it only displays the ones you're closest to completing, and even then it's like a max of 10 of them. So yeah, in this video I'll cover all 47 of them, so you guys know what you should be prioritizing doing when you're playing Fortnite. Once again, I just want to quickly apologize for my voice. I still am a little bit sick, but hopefully that'll be cleared up in a day or two. Each of these challenges have 5 stages, and each stage gives somewhere between 15,000 and 20,000 XP. So that means that you're going to get a minimum of 3.5 million XP if you complete all of these, and that's not including the ones that give 20,000 XP. The first challenge we've got here is ignite opponents with fire. That one you can just use things like the dragon's breath, and if someone's in a wooden box, you light their builds on fire. When they start taking damage from that fire, that's when you're going to get progress towards this challenge. Then ignite structures with fire. Pretty much same thing, just easy. You don't even have to catch an opponent on fire. You just have to get your dragon with shotgun, get some fireflies, things like that. Go up to wood builds, go up to some trees, set them on fire. That's pretty messed up, but that's how you get progress towards that challenge. Then you've got consume apples, consume bananas, consume mushrooms, and consume forage items. For the apples, bananas, and mushrooms, the stages for apples, bananas, and mushrooms range from 10 to 250. All those are pretty self-explanatory. You just go to certain areas on the map where those forage items appear, or you can try your luck from those food boxes you can find in various locations on the map. Then we've also got consume forage items in general. This one's from 10 to 500, so if you just complete the consume apples and consume mushrooms quests, you get this one done as well. Then we've got use campfires. This one's pretty simple. Instead of just walking past every campfire you see like you normally would when you're playing Fortnite, literally if you see a campfire, just light it. Unless it's going to cost you like 300 wood or whatever to relight it. If it's there and it hasn't been used yet, just use it and you get progress towards this challenge, and eventually you'll get rewarded with XP for that. Next up is catch fish. This one you can land at the island northwest of Craggy Cliffs. There's a ton of fishing spots there. To finish this whole punch card or this whole rare quest, you need to catch 250 fish, which will obviously take a while, but if every time you get a harpoon you pick it up and you get all 10 uses out of it, you'll probably find that you complete this quest pretty quickly. Next up is to collect bars. This one I recommend landing somewhere like Butter Barn, where there's not only a lot of people, but there's also an NPC that gives bounties. Obviously bounties are probably the greatest way to get gold this season, so you just go somewhere with a high population, get a bounty there, kill the bounty, and then hopefully get another bounty on a player that's also within that area. Funnily enough, the next challenge is to complete bounties. This one you only have to complete 100 total. I'm pretty sure I've already done this one. If you just prioritize getting bounties done, even if they get poked, they still count as getting completed, so that one's really easy to do. Then we've got complete common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary quests. I've got a video covering all these quests. You can see in the top right of your screen now. So if you're a bit confused by what all these mean, you can go watch that video. But basically, to complete common and uncommon quests, those are going to be the grey and green quests you can see in your quest tab. The rare quests, which is what this video is about, is going to be the blue ones. Kind of funny, there's a rare quest to complete rare quests. Then to complete epic quests, those are the weekly quests. Those are going to have purple tags. And then complete legendary quests. This one counts for all the 5 stages of the, and there's only going to be 1 legendary quest every week this season, and they're limited to that week. Next one, damage opponents. This one you have to deal over 500,000 damage by the end of it. No real secret to this one, just play the game and focus on getting kills. Damage to vehicles with the player inside. This one's going to be pretty annoying for the player on the receiving end, but whenever you see someone in a vehicle, whether it be a car or a boat, just keep shooting it until you literally can't anymore, whether that be because you blew it up or because the vehicle is no longer in line of sight. Just keep shooting any vehicle you see that's moving with a player inside it, and you'll get that one done in no time. Next 3 challenges are to destroy shrubs, stones, and trees. This one's pretty self-explanatory as well. If you just go by whacking at all the trees, shrubs, and stones you see in game, you get those ones done pretty quickly. Next is distance traveled on foot. To finish this one, you're gonna need a total of 50,000 meters traveled on foot. So this will take a while, but there's no real strategy for this. I guess you could just force yourself to not use vehicles as much, and you get this done a little bit faster. But this is just one you get literally by playing Fortnite normally. Next is distance traveled gliding. If you really want to get this one done quickly, what you could do is just at the start of every game, jump out of the battle bus, immediately pull your glider, and then just start flying around. It'll take you ages to land and you get a lot of distance done. Pretty pointless, that one, of course, unless you're trying to complete that challenge. Next is eliminations from 150 meters or more. This one is really rough because it goes to over 1,000. So to complete this punch card, you're going to need to complete over 1,000 eliminations from 150 meters or more. So I'm really interested to see if anyone actually finishes that, but nonetheless, the best way to do that is going to be getting snipers. Also, one thing you could do to try and get this challenge done is if you see if there's any AFK people at the end of the bus, go somewhere that's 150 meters away from where they land. Hopefully there's a weapon in the vicinity that can cover that distance, hopefully not stuck with a shotgun, and then kill them there, and then that'll count towards that 150 meters. Next challenges are eliminations with assault rifles, explosives, pistols, shotguns, SMGs, and sniper rifles. So it's pretty simple. You just focus on using that weapon the whole time. Complete all those punch cards or blue quests. You're going to need 1,000 kills with each of those different weapon types. Obviously, some of those are going to be easier than others. For example, getting 1,000 kills with a shotgun still sounds daunting, but that's going to be a lot easier than getting 1,000 kills with, say, a sniper rifle or a pistol. So if you want to get all this done, just play Fortnite like normal. And then if you want to focus on a specific one, just specifically use that weapon. I'm not saying only use a shotgun if you want to complete the shotgun one, but try and make sure that your last damage on people you're killing is just with the shotgun. There's also a challenge to get eliminations with common or uncommon weapons. This one's a bit of a strange one, and it puts you at a bit of a disadvantage, but it's only 125 total kills. So if you just focus on using grey and green weapons for a few days, you get that one done pretty quickly. After that, we've got players eliminated. This one goes up to 500, so again, there's no real strategy for this one. Maybe you could land someone with a lot of people, like salty towers or something. Then we've got melee eliminations. If you get a total of 100, and what it means by melee eliminations is basically just kills with your pickaxe. This one sounds hard to get 100 at first, but if you land at the clock tower and salty towers, you'll find that you get this one done pretty quickly, because a lot of the time there's going to be people pickaxe fighting on top of that before they even get into the chests. So if you want to get that one done, that's probably what I'd recommend doing. Next challenge is the harvest stone. This one's going to be 250,000 stone. No real strategy there. Maybe you can land near Caddy Corner where there's a lot of rocks lying around, or Hunter's Haven too has a fair amount of rock. You've also got sofas, beds, or chairs destroyed with a pickaxe. To complete this challenge a bit easier, you want to be landing in places like Pleasant Park or Retail Road that have a lot of like residential housing areas. And inside those, you'll be finding a lot more sofas, beds, and chairs than, say, like Hunter's Haven or something. Then you've got melee damage to structures. When it says structures here, it's just referring to player-built structures. So when you're hitting on another opponent's wall, that'll count towards this challenge. If you want to get this one done quickly, what you can literally do is, if you see a build fight off in the distance or a box fight or something, once it's done, just sneak up to it. Just literally pickaxe all the builds down, and then you get a lot of progress towards that challenge. Get a lot of this done quickly, you're going to require some pretty weird playstyles, how you wouldn't normally play Fortnite, do things you don't do, but you get rewarded with XP for it, so I'd say it's worth it at the end of the day. Next one is to place top 10, you have to do that 300 times. If you really want to get it done quickly, you can probably just camp your way there, pretty simple. Next two are to reboot teammates and revive teammates. You have to get a total of 50 reboots and a total of 250 revives. Again, there's no real secret for this one. If you just make a lot of duos and squads with your friends, I guess for the revive one, you could deliberately do it where your friends just keep on like dying to full damage and you keep on reviving them, or vice versa. Guess that would work. The reboot one's a little bit harder to farm because the reboot van has a cooldown on it, but those are two ways you could do those. Then we've got ammo boxes searched. Make sure that you're not leaving behind any ammo boxes. Chest search, total of 2,500 chests. You complete the challenge. Somewhere like 30 docks is probably really good for that because it's got a lot of chests, but normally not that many people land there, so you could consider going there for that challenge. Then you've also got supply drop search. Now since there's no vaults to get supply drops from, so instead you're just gonna have to be the first person to get the supply drops that normally fall down on the map. That one you have to get a total of 100 of those. Then you've got shakedown opponents. This one you only have to shake down 200 people, and it doesn't matter whether you kill them or not. It's whenever you or your mates get a knock in duos, trios, squads, whatever. Just make sure you're shaking down people before you eliminate them. Then we've got distance traveled by swimming. You can actually do this one really quickly if you get a fishing rod and a shark. And if you just swim around with a shark for 5-10 minutes, you get that done instantly. It's actually a really fun way to do that. We've got upgrade weapons. For this one you have to upgrade a total of 100 weapons, and obviously you can do that at the specific NPCs that can upgrade your weapons. I'll have a video out at some point on what NPCs can actually upgrade your weapon, as well as where they will spawn, because there's a fair few that don't upgrade your weapons, and I'm sure there's quite a few people having difficulties finding the ones that actually do upgrade your weapons. Then we've got fish at fishing holes. Again, if you're just using your harpoons, you get it done pretty quickly. People typically just fish at normal fishing holes anyway, as opposed to open water, so that one's pretty self-explanatory. Then player structures destroyed in a vehicle. This one's probably really easy to do in Team Rumble if you just get yourself a pickup truck or a truck, and then just literally just mow down build fights, and you get that one done pretty quickly. Final challenge is distance traveled in a vehicle. This is just the opposite to distance traveled on foot. If you just focus using vehicles to get around, you get this one done pretty quick. But yeah, those are all the 47 red challenges for this season. If you have any questions about them or anything else, let me know down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Otherwise, if you find this video useful at all, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, share. All those things help me out massively. If you want to support me as a creator, that's going to be code Kanga in the Fortnite item shop. But otherwise, that's it for me for now, and I will see you all next time. See ya.